If you want to enhance your bench press performance and decrease your risk of injury, you need to warm up well before picking up the bar. As someone who can bench 185 kgs or 407 pounds, I'm going to be taking you through my warm-up routine, followed up by how I build up on my bench press live in session.
So today I'm going to be taking you through my bench press warm-up as well as working up to my top set bench. A lot of people always ask me how to improve their bench press. So I'm going to be showing you different parts where you might actually be leaking strength, which might be stopping you from progressing faster in your bench press. So the first thing you want to do if you actually want to have a good bench press session is warm up. So you want to grab a band. This is going to be your best friend when it comes to getting ready for your bench. Now what I like to do, I like to warm up my rear delts first. So I'll find somewhere where I can put this band around, and you want to do 10 to 15 reps of these just to get yourself warmed up. And you pretty much want to do a couple of sets just to make sure your rear delts are feeling nice and warm. This is going to help you actually be ready to start bench pressing. So after you finish your face pulls, you then want to get your triceps nice and warmed up. Now with the triceps, you're not thinking heavy, which is why I use the bench. You're just thinking get good form in and get your reps in. So I'll go 15 to 20 reps with this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15. Feeling a slight burn, but that's good. It means your muscles are waking up and everything is kind of turning on, ready to bench. And then I'll do banded pulls. So with these, you just want to bring the band up here and then open it up. So you want to do 12 to 15 of these. 3, 4, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'll do one more set and then we should be good to bench. 10, 11, 12. Oh, and I think we're good to start benching now. So if you're someone that benches in a commercial gym or in a gym that has benches that don't really have much grip on them, personally, I use this Odyssey grip mat. If you guys want to try it out for yourself, there'll be a link in the description. But all it does is it stops me from slipping back so I can generate as much power as I actually bench. So the first thing I like to do is firstly start with the bar. I use a belt as well when I'm benching because it helps me with bracing, but this isn't going to work for everyone. So it's worth trying if you've not tried it before. And then what I'll do, I'll get the bar lined up with my eyes. You want to imagine as you grab the bar, you're bending it. See how it's kind of moved? You want to push your rear delts and lats onto the bench and then put tension in your feet and then lift and bring the bench out and then slowly bring your bum down. And once you're in this position, you can bench. So I'll do 15 to 20 reps to warm me up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And now I can start adding some weights on. And my setup, I try to keep it the same. And the reason it's important to keep your setup the same is due to the fact that once you hit the top weights, you don't want to overthink what you're doing too much. You just want to stick to what you've been doing from your warm-ups. And another thing as well, as you're doing your warm-ups, don't do too many reps. Save your reps for your working sets or your top sets. And then if you're doing back downs, you can kind of push yourself more there. Your warm-ups are just to get your body going, not to push yourself to the max. So after I've done one plate, I'll jump to the 2 plates. This is where I'll usually get my wrist straps on and my chalk on. So wrist straps, how you want to put them on? You want to go slightly diagonal at the start and then go around. The whole point of putting your wrist straps on is to stop your wrists from moving around so you're not leaking any strength or power. Once again, keeping the setup the exact same. I like to go through my warm-ups fairly quick, minimum rest time, just to get the body nice and warm. This is today's working set. So I've got 3 plates, which is 140, and I've got 5 pause reps. And now with pause reps, they help me with control, with form, and overall they're gonna help me get back to my best. My best bench press is 185 kg paused, so I'm trying to get back to that, if not past that. Let's get into it. So on a top set, what I like to do is to mentally prepare myself, because if you go into a top set with any doubt, form could go off, which means you can end up leaking strength and not performing at your best. And there's different ways to lock in. What I like to do is mentally prep myself, and sometimes I'll put some music on as well, just to kind of put me in the zone. So at the end of the day, we all want to improve our bench press, but if you're not doing the things to improve it, you're not gonna get anywhere. So the key things to remember from this video is you wanna make sure you're warming up correctly, you wanna make sure that your hand position is right, and you wanna make sure that you're keeping the same form from your warm-ups, so when you get to your top set, it's a lot easier to perform those heavier weights or those higher reps. If you enjoyed this video, like it, save it for later, or maybe share it with your friend. And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.